I said, let's hear it from the man who has everything. By great fortune, he was set so far apart. I said, let's hear it from the man who has everything. Everything besides an effing heart. Yeah, Elon Musk, the trillionaire. Let's go. Elon Musk, big EM, the one and only. Call him BM because he seems like that to me. We got Elon Musk having $1 trillion. World's first. World's first in his class, only in his class, greatest of all time. But how did he achieve such a great, amazing fortune? Well, I believe we should look actively at his father. His father, Errol Musk. Errol Graham Musk is a South African businessman and politician who is the patriarch of the Musk family. He was a member of the Pretoria City Council from 1970 to 1985, initially as an independent and then as a member of the Progressive Federal Party from 1980. As a businessman, he worked as a mechanical engineering consultant, developed properties, and invested in various ventures, including emerald trading. This man is rich. This man is disgustingly rich. This man is rich as high hell. That's who Elon Musk's father is. Now, is his exact net worth known? No. He is no clue about what happened with all this stuff of that variety. Who knows? We don't know. We have no clue. We have no idea. But what we do know is that his son, who owns X, is going crazy right now because SpaceX is going crazy with the stock trading going up 27%. 27%. This is pretty nuts. This is pretty ridiculous. You're going to see that link in a new tab. SpaceX going crazy. Okay, it went up to 173%, and the stock trading is going crazy. And I imagine it's probably going to be going crazy for quite some time. That's pretty cool. People are buying stock like crazy. They're not inflating the value of it. They're just going to keep buying stock. And the trading day is going to close, and people are going to have a bunch of SpaceX stock. Let's see. What I want to show you guys how much that is at $173 a stock. So that's pretty cool. Let's read this. Elon Musk is officially the world's first trillionaire, following SpaceX's stock debut today, with the company's IPO price valuing his stake at nearly $870 billion on paper. The stock opened at $150 a share after the rocket and satellite company priced its IPO Thursday night at $135 a share, ahead of today's debut of the Nasdaq, trading under the ticket SPCX. Mark holds approximately 42% of SpaceX's equity through a dual-class share structure that grants him roughly 82% of voting control via Class B stock, with shares around 158 midway trading. His equity stake is valued at $869 billion. Musk holds apparently 717 million Tesla shares, not including vested stock options, according to most recent regulatory filings. A position that at the electric car maker's current price of roughly $388 per share is worth approximately $278 billion. So this is all in stocks, right? So most people that I know, at least that I understand, don't have stocks. You probably don't have stocks. I don't have that many stocks. We don't have stocks. We're not really invested in the stock market. We don't really know what's going on. It's really just waiting and insider trading and stuff of that variety. We're a bit too poor to do that. But I got something to say to old Elon about this whole thing. $1 trillion. Let me say that again slowly. I want you to understand what I'm saying. $1 trillion. Have you understand? I think that word, it just sits there. It's a fat, lazy, just a collage of syllables. It sounds like something a cartoon villain would say when they demand a ransom. I shall now hold the moon hostage for $1 trillion. You know, it's terrible. I almost believe that, Elon Musk could pay it. My brain has tried everything to understand this number. I have broken it down. I have visualized it. I have performed the desperate arithmetic of the bewildered. 1 million seconds is about 11 days. 1 billion seconds is about 31 years. 1 trillion seconds is 31,000 years. 31,000 years. That is longer than civilization. That is longer than writing. That is longer than the entire history of people carving symbols into clay to say, I had this many sheep. We have not even had sheep that long. And one man has that many seconds walking around in a suit, arguing with teenagers on the internet about whether his video game ranking is legitimate, and he is not legitimate because he is lying to the entire internet. He's just lying. He's lying. I'm so, my mouth is so garbity cooked and I'm mispronouncing my words. It's messing me up. Let me pause because I need a second to breathe here. The sheer weight of the waste, no, not waste as in spending. I mean like the potential. What does $1 trillion look like if you stop thinking about private islands and start thinking about public good? You could probably end homelessness in the United States several times over. You could fund cancer research for decades. You could build hospitals in every village that has ever sent a child to die from a mosquito bite. You could buy every person in sub-Saharan Africa a mosquito net and bicycle and still have enough left over to pave every dirt road that has ever swallowed a school bus. But he's thinking bigger. Elon Musk is thinking so much bigger. We have rockets. We have flamethrowers. Remember the Tesla flamethrower? We have a social media platform purchased because someone made him feel sad about his follower count. I don't know if you really know about the Tesla flamethrower. I feel like people don't know about that. I feel as though we need to talk about the Tesla flamethrower. Tesla flamethrower. I feel like we're not talking about the Tesla flamethrower or not. It's the boring company's flamethrower. Elon Musk had a flamethrower that he was pitching. I don't know if anybody remembers this flamethrower that he was pitching. Remember this? Do you guys remember this? This whole thing where Elon Musk had this. You guys don't remember Elon Musk was selling a flamethrower? You guys don't recall that? I don't forget. The Boring Company is selling a flamethrower. I don't know why he did it. He thought it'd be cool. He said it'd be cool if we had a flamethrower. It'd be real cool if we had a flamethrower. It'd be awesome if we had a flamethrower. That's it. Okay. Let me get this. Let me rant properly. I'm not ranting as I usually do. I'm sorry about that. I'm not doing it as good as I usually do. The mythology. The mythology. That's what undoes me. My voice begins to crack thinking about this. People talk about Elon Musk the way medieval peasants talked about saints. This desperate, trembling awe that says, please, let this be real. Please, let someone be smarter than the rest of us. Let there be a wizard on a hill who will fix everything while we sleep. And he has done nothing to discourage this. He has, in fact, poured gasoline on every flicker of worship and called it genius. Yeah, you could. He's just like Donald Trump. He's exactly like Donald Trump. It's the mindset of ego that these rich people get. When you stroke their ego, they love you. He did not build those rockets. He did not write that code. He did not solve those engineering problems while eating cereal in a dimly lit garage while the rest of us watch rom-coms. No, thousands, and I do mean thousands of people did. Thousands of people with faces we will never learn. Names he will never remember. Families he will never thank. Children who will go on will never understand. They worked weekends. They missed birthdays. They did it all for $1 trillion to one man. And what does he do? He tweets. He buys a platform and turns it into this big digital garbage fire. He calls a rescue diver a PDF file because the man rejected his submarine idea. He smoked weed on a podcast and watched the stock price wobble. He stands on a stage and promises self-driving cars next year for 7 years straight, while actual engineers don't even know how that's going to be possible. He is not a genius. He is a man who was born on third base and convinced everyone that he hit a triple. It's the need for approval. God damn. The need for approval. Watch him. Just watch him for one day. He cannot let a slight pass. He cannot ignore a critic. No one. He cannot walk past the mirror without checking his own reflection to see if the crowd is still clapping behind him. $1 trillion. And he still needs strangers to validate him. $1 trillion. $1 trillion. $1 trillion. And he still gets into screen matches with anonymous accounts named something like, I don't know, a Dogecoin Daddy 420. $1 trillion. And he still chases the warm, pathetic milk of internet likes. It has to be a sickness. It has to be a sickness. A new sickness that I think we need to discover. Maybe he could fund the research to figure out what the sickness could be called. But he wouldn't be doing that. The sickness of standing on a mountain of wealth so tall that the air has thinned to nothing and still shouting higher. Build me higher while the rest of us watch from sea level with our aching necks and our rent checks and our quiet, exhausted wonder at what the point of any of this is. I know what I hate. It's every endeavor he does to make himself seem cool. The video game stuff. Think of this, right? And I hate to say this. I hate to say it this way. But a grown man, a trillionaire, the richest human being in human history, in recorded history, and he wants you to believe he is one of the best players in the world of video game. That's it. Think of that. No one cares about that. He just wants his image of, well, yeah, I may be doing all this stuff, but, you know, I'm top in the world. Also, Diablo, just like you cool gamer guys. He just wants people to say, I'm smarter and better than you. I am more than you ever will be. Are you insane? Are you insane? That's crazy. And what kills me, right, is that when he got caught, he paid someone to level his account because I have $1 trillion and 3 companies and 14 children, and I simply do not have the time to grind for virtual nonsense. No, he doubled down. He deflected. He made it worse because he cannot admit to being ordinary. He cannot admit to being human. He has spent so long pretending to be a god that he can't even admit he's wrong. We made this. He didn't make this alone. We made this. We bought the tickets to the circus. We cheered the lion tamer. We threw roses at the ringmaster. We decided collectively that wealth, well, that's wisdom. That network equals worth. That a man who can accumulate $1 trillion must have something to teach us about how to live. He doesn't. He has something to teach us how to accumulate. He's a hoarder. That's all he is. He's a hoarder. He's that's what it is. I want to see $1 trillion spent on something that matters, but I know he's going to hoard this more and try to just get more money from stock investors. That's all he does. I think money in this system does not reward patience or kindness. It rewards the infinite, bottomless, soul-eating need for more. Elon Musk is the final form of what we have had in society. The boss level of the absolute expression of a civilization that somewhere along the way, that the point of life was to win the game instead of making sure everybody got to play. So congratulations, everybody. We have a trillionaire. We have the richest man in history. We have a person whose wealth is so vast that it no longer functions as currency. It's like an abstract noun, like forever or infinity or enough. And we have learned nothing. We will learn nothing. Tomorrow someone will teach something cruel, and he will teach something cruel back. The world will watch and click and retweet. The money will grow. The hospitals will wait. The children will die. Somewhere out there, in a mansion or a rocket factory or a Twitter war or a courtroom, Elon Musk will be chasing applause. And I will still be here, broke in all the ways that I am, rich in ways that he probably will never understand, because he doesn't have the love of the people around him. Actually, let me phrase that better. Everybody loves Elon. Nobody likes him. Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know. Anyway, let me know how you feel about our world's first trillionaire. So excited, so fun, so cool, so awesome. So awesome. Anyways, if you guys want to help a poor brother out, I'm trying to leave my state because I keep getting attacked and my life keeps getting worse. We have a GoFundMe set up. I do want to point this out. I think it's on automated goals right now. So the goal is like 50K, but automated goals said it's to 30K because shorter goals make donations come in faster. That's what GoFundMe told me. That's just kind of how it operates. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my loyalties low. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.